And here we offer the solution with these MicroMaster programs. This is a solution in order to work and to reinforce the capacity for these people, the JTC MicroMaster programs. So what is it? This is a comprehensive academic professional program dedicated to cybersecurity. So it is a combined approach in which you have the knowledge plus the skills. Simultaneously, not the knowledge then the skill, or the skills then the knowledge, because when you go to a traditional university, you have the knowledge, the fundamental knowledge, then the skill. تاخذ شهاده وبعد الشهادات الاخرى CSSP او سيزا او غيرها لاني even these kind of certificate they ask you for several years of experience, 3, 4, and so it is the knowledge then the skills. But here with this unique approach, you have a combined, let's say, a combined methodology so that you can earn both at the same time. And also, it's very important to underline that here I'm pointing out these 3 points. First of all, it's focused on learning with real-world use cases. So it's not only fundamental knowledge. You will be mentored and coached by instructors who have already use cases in mind. And this is very important. Second, you will work in groups with constant feedback and guidance from also leading instructors, very renowned, as you will see. And of course, you have the adaptive learning, because we are tackling continuous education. It's not only a matter of cycle or life cycle or this kind of stuff. And this can be combined with full-time job, because usually you say, I don't have time to follow this certification. It takes a lot of time, especially if you look, or if you take a look at these very big books of CISA, CSSP, المجلدات هذه تشوفها. So it's important also that it can be combined with full-time job. The factors, of course, the first factor is that it is a co-constructed program. It's not only a university, program. We have an enterprise called JTC. JTC, it's a key player in the region, in MENA and North Africa, and we have these credentials in JTC. So you can see that we have developed, for example, national cybersecurity strategies, critical information infrastructure in multiple countries, risk management, both for government and for public and private institutions, offensive security, pen testing, red teams and all of this stuff, cyber defense, and e-identity. These are the categories of the projects that have been conducted by your future mentors or supervisors. And it's very important to be mentored and coaching by an experienced professional, not only a university professor. Most of them have a combined knowledge and skill. So they will transfer, it will be like native, they will transfer to you their combined also knowledge and skill. The second also key success factor is that you will work on group. So the ambience and the way students work in Mast University, you will be in proximity with them, and the assets will be very important for you, and it will be an enabler for you to learn and acquire the skills. When we tackle the subject of adaptive online learning, this means that you will have several loops between acquiring the fundamental knowledge and the skills. It's not, remember, not the knowledge then the skill. Here, for example, you will have an access to Coursera in order to have, for the 3 courses, for the 3 programs that I will introduce later, you will have the IBM analyst, cybersecurity analyst certification for the 3 courses through Coursera. If you have the ability to do more certifications, of course, Coursera is open. It's not closed. So, but at least you will have the knowledge inside this certification, IBM Cybersecurity Analyst certification. You will also earn one of the EC Council certification, CAH, CHFI, or Cybersecurity Essentials, according to the MicroMaster program in which you will enroll. And this is very important. This is about knowledge. But as I told you, it's not knowledge then the skill, but for every chapter, for every week or couple of weeks, you will make like a stop and be coached and mentored by an instructor. So it's a cyclic approach so that you can be adaptive. This is what we call adaptive learning, and it's important so that you have this combined profile. So in summary, we have this unique cybersecurity education pipeline articulated around knowledge and skill. So it's blended and active learning. So here we have la classe inversée, meaning that the student is the center of interest. It's student-centric, not professor-centric or instructor-centric. This is also very important. What does it mean? It means that you can go at your own pace. chacun à son rythme ولا كل واحد والطريقة التي يمكن أن يشتغل بها. هذا هام جدا أيضا. Personalized education. And here it is self-customization, like a menu. Third, it's a well-balanced between shaping attitudes and mindset, because cybersecurity in particular is not only knowledge and skill, it's also what we called le savoir-vivre, أو التأقلم. It's very important, and because it is a specific job. مثل الطبيب لازم يكون عنده أخلاقيات أيضا، والأخلاقيات هامة, not only skills and knowledge. Access to certifications and worldwide leading resources provides you interoperability with other courses. When you finish this MicroMaster, you will not, for example, you will be able to re-exploit these credits in other master program, longer master programs. Why? Because it's around the certification, the international certification, IBM certification or EC Council certification, guarantees you the continuity later on. And of course, global connections.
Vous avez un rendez-vous avec le workshop Émergence de la technologie quantique, avantages et plus sur la cybersécurité à la salle Expresso, présentée par la team Cotter.
Global connections are very important because you will inherit somehow the connections of the staff, faculty of Mast University. They can connect you to international partners for several kinds of projects, and this will reinforce your skills and knowledge, of course. Here it's about the content of the program. It's between 6 and 9 months. It's 9 months program by default, but you can do it in 6 if you can accelerate. It's blended learning in terms of format. It's covered by TFP for those who are already enrolled or full-time, they have a full-time job in Tunisian companies. And we'll have high-quality online session periodically organized around the content of Coursera, EC Council, and several specific Mast-authored content. The first, now I will introduce the programs sequentially or consecutively. The first program is about governance and risk. Governance and compliance, or governance and risk. The leading instructor is Mrs. Subha Sunil. She is among the most famous cybersecurity executives in India. And here you will earn the IBM Cybersecurity Analyst certification, the EC Council Network Defense Essentials certifications also from EC Council, and the Mast University MicroMaster Cybersecurity Governance and Compliance certification. Here it is intended, of course, this is not exclusively for CIOs, for CISOs, for IT managers, for cybersecurity and IT system auditors, security professionals and consultants, and security engineers in the broad sense. The second pillar is about cybersecurity forensics. This is the second MicroMaster program or branch. Here I will be the leading instructor, and it is intended mainly for forensic investigators, for secure software developers and engineers, because when you develop your source code, and in addition to troubleshooting is functional, it works or not, but you also have to investigate and to dig into the code in order to find the bugs and all of these kind of problems. So it's very important for developers, also not only for forensic investigators. Of course, for law enforcement teams, because it's part of their job, For security professionals and consultants, sometimes there is also a demand for network forensics within these consultancy missions, and we have incident response teams. Generally, these are SOC level 2 or 3. And we have security and IT system auditors and SOC analysts and IT legal experts. This is the spectrum of knowledge and skills that can be reinforced and strengthened by this MicroMaster program. The last one is about offensive security. It's not only pen testing, but it can be cyber drill, it can be red teaming. You know, there are several kinds of missions and kinds of offers you can do in terms of offensive security, not only pen testing. Here, the leading instructor will be Mr. Ghazi Matoub. He has a strong experience in EY France, and recently he co-founded his own startup, and he is operating between Tunisia and France. This MicroMaster program is essentially for pen testers, for secure system architects, for security engineers, red teamers, also for secure software developers and engineers, IT system auditors, security administrators, also security solution and IT integrators, because when you sell the solution, you have to make sure about the protection and the assurance of the solution, and also security professionals and consultants. I will finish by this quote: education is the art of making men ethical, and I will even add, especially in cybersecurity. Thank you for your attention.